don't want to do this.
No, baby, you're going to do this. You want to continue?
Yes. Go, y'all need to get out!
Okay, Sistas fans, so unfortunately it seems, now I know that based on the promo, I think next week is the ending of the letter arc. The 5 episodes where we have Miss Lisa initiating the idea, calling the guys, they come over, and then this week was the first half where Aaron's letter is read and Zach's won't be read until last week. So folks, that's 5 weeks or a month and an extra week on this damn storyline. But if I'm not mistaken, there are some months that have 5 Wednesdays. So yeah, let's just say a month invested in what was supposed to be the story arc to resolve this whole tension between the tree. Technically the rectangle, you have Karen, Aaron, Zach, and Fatima. But no, I thought Miss Lisa would come, get things straightened out. Like, what did I say when she first showed up in was it episode 1 or 2? I honestly forgot. Basically, when she showed up, I said, you know what? I don't like how she's, jumping on Aaron and Zach, but it makes sense. She's a mom. She just came out of the blue. She sees her daughter's in the hospital. She doesn't know the full story, and she just wants to make sure her baby's okay. I have no issue with that. Like I said, I don't really like, how, wait, you're saying Karen called your girlfriend and called her a bitch? Well, is she a bitch? And, well, if this baby is yours, then, well, you're doing well, so she'll be doing well. Didn't rub me the right way. But like I said I'll give her some grace. Let's move forward and see if she's willing to hear the fellas out. Now, she was the one that called this meeting. She's the one who's saying that she's tired of all this nonsense and whatnot. But the thing is, it's like, the older generation talks like, my generation and whatnot. Man, y'all can't say y'all tired. Y'all don't know what a full day's work is. Like back in our day, we had the factories and everything. Y'all just work at a desk and whatnot. Well, I mean, just because my brand of work doesn't look like what you went through doesn't mean it's not exhausting. But in Miss Lisa's case, how can you say you're tired of this nonsense when A, you haven't been around for most of it, and most importantly, B, you don't even know the full story? Pam gave you a very abridged version of it, but there were a lot of pieces missing. Not to mention Karen, you asked her, how she felt about both guys. But at the same time, it just feels like that was a innocent version of, I just want to be done with this. I want to move on. And it's like your actions for the past 2.5 seasons or season? Well, really it was like the back half of season 3, all of season 4. Yeah, so basically almost 2 whole seasons, your actions have shown anything but that you want to let go of Zach. Zach has moved on. Zach is trying to live his life. You're the one who keeps interrupting his life. And you keep saying he ruined your life. He's ruined you emotionally and whatnot. Yet you're the one who's constantly popping up, messing up his current life. So I don't know what to say with that. So Miss Lisa, she barely knows anything of the full story. I thought Aaron showing up would be the perfect way for him to really express himself. Like, there was no doubt his letter was nothing more than Karen telling him like how she's still in love with her ex and whatnot. But it's weird because of the fact that her letter to Aaron felt more like she admits to using him, but Zach messed her up so much emotionally, she's incapable of showing him the love that he shows her, which is kind of weird when you think about it. I thought that letter, would have, I don't really know what I was expecting, to be completely honest. But I was expecting Aaron to be like, well, you talk about how emotionally scarred and whatnot you are, and I can understand that. And I felt the same way when my wife cheated on me, because that's why he said he agreed when Miss Lisa gave that analogy about love and a light switch or some whatever Oprah nonsense. And he apparently, he felt Karen was there to help him learn how to love again as well. But the thing was, I thought he would address certain things like, yeah, I tried to love you, and, you said you didn't want the baby to be mine and all this and that. And I thought he would, just say that that's okay, Karen. Well, I'm going to move on then, because you made it clear that you're not able to love me. I've tried. So I guess now it's just a matter of waiting. And if the baby's mine, we will, cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, I'm just going to try to find someone who can love me. Basically, really stand up for himself. But no, he's just hey, it doesn't matter. I still want to try. That doesn't do shit. So then when you go to Zach, it's kind of like, I really thought that Miss Lisa would present it where both men could talk. And like I said, I thought Aaron would bring something to the table, literally, in terms of his thoughts and emotions. But he's just such a throw pillow at this point, or just a doormat you can walk all over. Hey, don't worry, Karen. I'm still going to try to get you to love me. What? No. And then Zach, it's like all the times that he tried to get up, Miss Lisa's like, no, that's not a request. Sit down. Miss Lisa, what the hell? I mean, Karen didn't even want to read the letters. So, I just, then you have Miss Lisa going on about, yes, you are, pretty much. And I think I said this in the live or something, but it felt like, Mother's Day in church when a little kid doesn't want to go up there and read the poem, but the mom was like, you better get on up there and read that poem. I don't want to. So then, okay, so she reads the letter. Zach is just forced to sit there and take it. Then, first he's forced to come over there. Then he's forced to eat dinner, even though he doesn't want to. He just came to do what needed to be done and then leave, but no, he had to eat dinner. Then he gets called out for checking on his phone, and it's like, look, I just want to do what we had to do to get this over with. And then Karen has some smart remarks about that. And it's like, these are grown men. Aaron would drop everything at the drop of a hat to come bring ice cream or rub your feet, Karen. But Zach, he has a whole life now. A house, a job, a new woman. He ain't got time for these damn antics. So yeah, I'm like him too. Like, look, I ain't come here for all this. Like, can we get to the point of why we're here, please? So then he's forced to wait, I don't know how long, for, that break that Karen claimed she needed where she went to a room to cry. And then, like he said, I'll give her another 20 minutes and I'm gone. So then they come out, Miss Lisa's like, Zach, sit there. Is it my turn now? Yes. And it's like, this ain't a personal attack on you. And then, her entire demeanor changed as soon as, there was a knock on the door. And of course, we know that, Fatima's there. My thing is this. I need Miss Lisa to step up, because when she comes over, she straight up goes, oh, Fatima, you're just in time. Karen was about to tell Zach how she feels. And I'm just sitting there like, do you not understand how psychotic this seems? And you're holding on to Karen's shoulders, you're consoling her, comforting her, and it's like, you ain't do a damn thing for Zach. All you did was force him with words to sit down and just take this shit. So now in the next episode, we're going to get even more of Zach with Fatima in tow having to just take this shit. And then, I don't want to jump, well, you can say I'm jumping to conclusions, but based on the preview in conjunction with what we've seen of these characters in the entire series, it looks like Zach and Aaron are about to bicker a bit in terms of, I'm not here to compete with Zach. It's like, you can't watch it. And then maybe that's why Karen gets up and is like, I want all y'all to get out. And then that's supposed to be the end of it. No. What Miss Lisa needs to do is tell her daughter, Karen, breathe, sit down, we're not done. Because if she does not do that, I'm done with Miss Lisa. Zach wanted to leave. He wanted to get up out of there because he knew where this shit was going in that first letter to Aaron. And you made him sit there and take it. If you don't make your daughter sit down, like, if it's just Zach and Aaron fighting, and I was thinking on the back half, okay, what if it's like Fatima or Zach and they're voicing the concerns of, well, Karen was allowed to speak, Zach did this, Zach did that. But let's talk about what Karen's been doing lately. I thought that might be a reason that Karen decides to start just flipping out for no reason to cause the night to be over because she doesn't want to be exposed, which is ironic because at the beginning of the episode, she was like, let him leave. Whenever he doesn't like something he hears, he just leaves. And I'm like, well, you always flip off when you always flip out when somebody says something you don't like. So who the hell are you to judge somebody, Karen? So yeah, Miss Lisa needs to step up. She needs to step in and make sure this shit gets handled, because if Karen gets in her feelings and decides the night is over with and Miss Lisa just lets it happen, that's a problem. If nothing else, Zach, grab Fatima by the hand. Come on, baby. Don't, Miss Lisa, Karen, don't call me anymore. Don't come over to my house. Don't text me about anything until it's time to determine who the father of this baby is, because I'm done. That should be it, because it's some bullshit. So I don't know, Miss Lisa, it's just going to piss me off if she does nothing. If she doesn't calm her daughter down, if she doesn't tell Karen to sit down, and let's say if Karen screams, get out, and then she goes to her room and slams the door, and Miss Lisa's like, I think you all should go. You're the one who did this shit. So Miss Lisa, you need to step up now. You need to listen to what these people have to say. Not Aaron, of course, but mainly Fatima and Zach, and they decide to actually air out the laundry and shit. Because remember, Fatima's whole thing about Zach going over there was to shut stuff down and get them in line, but that's clearly not happening because it's a gang up on Zach event. So yeah, Miss Lisa, you need to do something. Like, you better make it where your daughter sits back down so they can finish this up and hash it out. So thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video.